the principles of marketing have really stayed the same, right? You have to know who you're talking to, what they want to hear. You have to know how to relate to that person. It's the way we do it has changed. And that really depends on who you're trying to reach. It's going to be very different if I'm trying to reach a 65-year-old male living in San Luis Obispo County or a 19-year-old college student living in Isla Vista. So the approach is going to be very different, and then the language you use has to go along with that approach. There's definitely, with social media and just online digital marketing, there is a conversation now. Nothing is one way anymore, which is actually great. It scares people sometimes because you put something out there and somebody might say something mean back, or something, I don't like that product, or that product sucks. But they're saying it anyway. Now you know they're saying it. Now you can address it. Now you can find out why. It's a great research tool. And we'll look at social media for clients and say, yeah, when you're posting these kinds of things, people really light up. They love it. As soon as you go into this area here, getting too promotional or getting too, too preachy about something, the engagement drops off. They don't want to hear that. So we need to talk to them in the way they want to listen and try to get them to give us that feedback, and so we can tell when it's more positive or not. It can be really overwhelming to try to stay on top of social media because of so many new apps, things changing all the time. You just need to look at who are you after? Where is your audience? Just because Meerkat is the new hot thing and everybody's talking about it online, if that's not where your audience is, it doesn't matter. And regardless of all these great new ways to spend your money and your time, we know Facebook is still the #1 social media. And it's, people say, oh, it's dying. It's only old people now that use it because the kids are doing Snapchat now. Millennials are still very heavy Facebook users, and they're still there. They're also using Instagram, and they might be using Twitter. They're using other platforms as well. But if you're going to start somewhere, start with Facebook and do it well, and then start kind of researching and finding out where people are. I mean, ask people, what social media? Here we have a quick survey. What social media do you listen to? Or sorry, I'm getting distracted by that. Somebody's trying to get hold of me. But it's important to just know your audience and know where they are, and then worry about finding the right channel to get there. I mean, the great thing for me is I have a person whose whole entire job is social media. So his job is not just to do strategies and implement those strategies for our clients. Part of his job is to stay up on what happened today in Facebook. How come that thing that used to be able to do this over here doesn't do it anymore? How do we do it now? Because they're constantly changing it. And so my goal is to be able to go to our clients first, always, and say, hey, we've got this new thing happening on Facebook, before they've heard of that and before they ask us.